So come on in with me and we'll speak to Karen Williams, who is the manager of this museum. Now, standing here in a beautiful, such a tranquil place, we're at the Ora Garden of Wellbeing. Very beautiful. Now, there's a little bit of a story behind this garden, isn't there? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This garden won a gold medal at the Chelsea Flower Show in London in 2004. I saw it on TV for the very first time and wondered what was going to happen to it after the flower show.
Oh, excellent. So a gold award. That must have been pretty prestigious, and that was over in London as well.
That was really special.
Yeah.
New Zealand Tourism took it there to advertise New Zealand as part of the 100% Pure campaign. When we found it, once it did come back to New Zealand, all the elements, the hot water feature, the terraces, they were made in the Weta Workshop in Wellington. The paving, the Kaitiaki Guardian features, that was all packed up in a garage in Katikati, and it had no home. So we set about fundraising to bring it here to Taupo.
Oh, that's excellent. So obviously it didn't come like this, and you probably had to erect quite a bit of it yourself. Is that correct?
It was a kit set, more or less, and it looked hilarious when we saw the terraces sitting just on what was a piece of lawn. We had to build the wall, we had to pave the courtyard and plant the whole area, and now it's a delightful area for school groups, evening functions. Yeah, we have parties here and weddings.
Excellent. You could definitely create many a special moment here, and you've got a beautiful courtyard area there with lots of tables and chairs. Especially on a day like today, this would just be amazing, wouldn't it?
Yes, people really love it. They enjoy the native plants close at hand, the sound of birds, the mist. The garden is really a top favourite with our visitors.
And I've been wandering through the museum with you just prior to this interview, actually, and I've seen many other things that people would love to come and have a look at here as well. One in particular that I thought was pretty cool was the Kiwiana caravan.
Now that was interesting. We had a one-time opportunity to bring that into the museum when we were developing this area, because we had a rather gaping hole in the side of the museum. Yeah. And so we brought the caravan in, and we've set about filling it up with all those little Taupo bits and pieces, old axmints to rugs, bakelite, crockery, all the funny little bits and pieces that really are quite delightful.
I saw a lemon and pyro bottle there.
Yeah. The caravans from that era celebrating Taupo holidays of yesteryear, really, when things were pretty simple, kind of the batch culture. Yeah. And there's some very cute little bits and pieces in the caravan.
Oh, I loved going in there. I thought it was amazing. Exhibition-wise, you obviously run a few exhibitions here, which would be great for locals to come and have a look at. And speaking of school children, there's a whole lot of them in there at the moment on the marae. What are they doing?
They are drawing the carvings, learning a little bit more about what's involved with each of the panels and the significance of the tukutuku patterns and the kowhaiwhai rafters, and they're working with our museum teacher who runs regular programs for school children from the district.
Now, there's just so much to talk about here, but there's one more thing I want to ask you about, because it's one other thing I saw in the Taupo Museum was the Māori gallery.
Yes, we've got a giant waka, a 15-metre long waka that we brought from the domain into the gallery, and that's now our centrepiece. We've got a modern interactive touchscreen which tells the story of waka canoes on Lake Taupo, and we've got heritage paintings, modern paintings too. We've got a bit of old, a bit of new, and we're working to really improve the whole museum, but our particular focus is at the moment is this important area of Taupo history, our Māori culture.
Yeah, it's great. Certainly heaps to look at down here, and this garden's just unbelievably amazing. It's awesome. Now, how can we contact you?
You can phone us on 07 376 0414. We're open every day from 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and we've got a great website too. You can Google us and find us, taupomuseum.co.nz, and you'll find that there's something for everyone.
And where do we find you?
We're just off the main road, close to the information centre. You'll find us in the park. We're in Story Place. We like to say, come here for Taupo stories at Story Place.